We asked you what Walt Disney, Isaac Hayes, and Mickey Rooney have in common. The answer is they've all been involved in bankruptcy proceedings.
Hey, spontaneous. Hey, come on, leave it out, man. Spontaneous, young and lively.
Well, it's 6:30, and if you're watching the repeat, it's 1:30. Still to come, we've got Electribe-101, an exclusive Cure video, and I'll be talking to Dee-Lite about not being number one. But first, standing 6 foot 5 inches, he's played an overgrown insect, a failed actor, and managed to become a bit of a sex symbol in the bargain. Yes, Jeff Goldblum, star of The Fly, is possibly Hollywood's unlikeliest but most likable star. And watch out for his revealing mannerisms.
Coming from Pittsburgh, which is like a steel town, did your friends think you were a bit strange wanting to be an actor?
I didn't tell them. I wanted to be an actor when I was very little, and it's true. My dad was a doctor, but we lived in a town where most of my friends' parents were steel workers, and I kept it secret. I told them once they would have laughed at it. You know, they're all still there anyway.
Did you actually really think you'd ever become a star when you went to Hollywood? Was that the idea?
The what?
Was that the idea?
Was that the idea? To become a star? No, it was to act, really. I wanted to act. I didn't know what would happen to me, really. You know, I just had when I was young, I had an idea to act, and then by the time I was in high school, it became a real obsession.
A lot of guys, you know, want to be in bands and be rock stars so that they can meet women. Is that why you kind of wanted to be an actor?
My nature is contradictory. And I suppose it still is, but it's in my heritage to accommodate and even welcome contradiction. So, on one hand, I've always been moon hungry and high purposed and full of hot air, and at the same time bass as our new dog.
So in other words, what's the answer to the question?
Yes, the answer to the question is yes.
How much money have you got?
Oh, none of your beeswax. None of your beeswax.
If you watched Top of the Pops last night, you won't have heard Dee-Lite's Groove is in the Heart, despite the fact it was number one in the network chart and on the chart show. Dee-Lite sold exactly the same number of records as Steve Miller's The Joker, but the poll Top of the Pops users, the Gallup chart, gave the nod and that all-important number one slot to the Levi's ad man. Hi Dee-Lite, how you doing? Peace. So tell me, Lady Miss Keir, how do you feel about being charted number 2 over here when you sold just as many records as Steve Miller's Joker?
Well, I think it's gorgeous that we tied with Steve Miller. It would have been ultra fan-fabulous, de-groovy if they had announced it on Top of the Pops. Maybe they could have played our video.
So do you think that the tiebreaker should have been handled differently because over here people think you're number 2?
I think that they should have announced it on the Top of the Pops and showed our video, and then it would have been okay. We don't really mind being number 2, but it would have been great to be number 1. I know my mom, who's a Russian immigrant, would have loved it.
So,
Здравствуй, mama.
Dimitri, how do you think your music could go down in Russia then?
Oh, I think it would be great. I would love to take Dee-Lite to Russia, and I think Russia is ready for Dee-Lite.
Tower.
Yes.
How do you get on in Japan? What do they think of you in Japan now?
I hope they are proud of me because I'm in the most integrated band and we represent the global consciousness for the 90s. So I hope, they are proud of me. peace.
Lady Miss Keir, tell me where you get your kind of style from. Where do you buy your clothes from? It's very vivid, to say the least.
Well, I lay out the fabric at night, and when I wake up, the little fashion elves made it.
Where can I get one of these? I want one. Thanks a lot for joining us. Take it easy.
Yeah.
Thank you for
Bye.
Truly wondrous, the magic of television. Now back to the Midlands, the latest sensation to hit the music scene from Birmingham and Electribe-101. Last year they hit big on the dance scene with Tell Me When the Fever Ended, and now performing live with their latest single. This is Electribe-101, which is one of the word top 10 turn-ons as featured in tomorrow's Guardian, with their current single, You're Walking.
Side.